Oh, you're getting recorded now, Theodore. Is your name Theodore?
It is.
It is. Have you been on the paper all 4 years?
No, just the last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. I used to think it was the biggest embarrassment. I think it's good. I think we should be moving away from the newspaper.
We are working to make it digital.
The school likes to hand it out,
Right.
Likes to pretend that we're in the 1700s.
I have no problem.
Just like I don't think we should even have a large. I love the paper. Alright. Duncan's finished. What do we got on our boards here? I've got some broccoli, some Caroline. Some broccoli. All right. We'll start on this side of the room. 4. Oh, this. 4. 1, 2. Cross. Could you explain what did you have? All right, could you explain why? Okay, so I'm here. Hold it. How'd you get $100? Huh? All right. Is this what type? Is this a monopoly? All right. MC equals MR up to demand. So it'd be $200, right? But anyhow. Okay. Then.
Yeah, okay. Maybe 200 and actual cost at 15.
It's 150. Okay, so I give you 50. That's BS and Brian. Now you can just go 20 to the ATC 15, $5 per unit times 10 units. Either way, gets you. Here it's getting you nothing, but BS and broccoli. Any questions on that? Okay. Group price, run. Right for us. Who's going on senior retreat this week? All right, make the most of the time you get there. Is anyone not looking forward to it? Okay, why not?
I just think it's morning.
Okay, so make the most of you gotta go, right? So make the most of it. Get out of something. You're probably going with some friends, right? And well, you're probably gonna randomly have friends, right? Okay, and also here's a good thing in a way for you. You're not like, are you going Thursday or Friday?
Wednesday.
Start Wednesday.
Friday at like 2. So at least you're not gonna come back in this 2 days of school where you're gonna have more and more work. And at least in our class, all you can do is miss the quiz on Thursday, which is easy to make up. You know what I mean? It's not like missing work. So there it is. All right, the feedback was 8.3. We'll try to get graphic in, but they get all right. Last time on the feedback, people asked to explain productivity, productive and allocative efficiency. And I went over it, and now it comes back up here. I mean, there got to be a time where, like, you have to just look at your notes and go over it. But productive efficiency, who could tell me what that is? Come on. On the production possibilities curve. On the new curves, it's where MC crosses ATC, because you're producing at your least cost. Allocatively efficient is where MC crosses demand. That's what society wants. So productive efficiency, you're producing at your least cost, MC through ATC. highest total revenue. I'll show you that when we get a monopoly graph. All right, exit or shutdown rule. Hope, pick one, exit or shutdown, and tell me about it.
Shut down.
Yes, when do you shut down? I couldn't hear you, they were talking down. Are you not sure? All right, Jacob Hubbard, help him.
Shut down, or still paying for things.
Okay, how do I know, looking at a graph, when to shut down, Jacob?
If the, AT&T.
No. Not ATC, not ATC. What's the other? Don't whisper to him, he can think. So help him.
Prices.
So prices below the average variable cost, so we shut down. Okay, Hope, when do we shut down?
When price below the average there.
Okay, Eddie, do you know the exit rule? Okay, or price is below ATC.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a long one. It depends, you're not always gonna shut down, Marshall, because that means you're losing on the last unit. But you could be making money or taking care of some of your fixed costs. So shutdown would be price below ABC, exit price below ATC. More table practice. They don't give you, they don't give you a lot of table questions. So I'm just not gonna spend a lot of time on practicing with it. We'll come back and practice it again before the test. Why does MR not equal price? And I in a monopoly. Here's why. Because for a monopoly to sell more product, they have to lower their price. When you lower your price per unit, notice here's price, here's marginal revenue. Okay, and remember, price is demand. So because of the way it works, when you're lowering your price to sell more, your marginal revenue doesn't equal your price. So that's why that happens. Okay, now excise tax. Please no quizzes before class. I screwed up on that. I felt bad. We're really supposed to have it the day before the college apps were due, but that was the field trip. So yeah, I shouldn't have done that. The only thing that I'll say as an excuse, even though it was horrendous, I shouldn't have done it, is you do at least get to do a redo, so, you know. But I do apologize. Whoever said that was right. All right, excise tax. Here we go. There's an excise tax in the firm. Trevor, what do I do? Do you know? But there is no supply in the firm. Or what is the supply curve in the firm, Trev? The marginal cost, right? All right, so Trev, I'm gonna do what you told me. That's what you wanted, to the left, right? Trevor, does price change?
No.
The quantity change? Yeah. Okay, now. Are we done? No, what else do we have to do, Trev? All right, now, is it gonna go lower or higher? If there's an excise tax, is cost gonna increase or decrease? So it's gonna go higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so I'm gonna just draw my new ATC somewhere up here. Okay. All right. Now, what happened to profits? Increase, decrease, or stay the same, Greg?
It's insane.
Oh, here's your new profit, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's your price. Well, your cost's gonna be higher than your price. So if your costs are higher, are you making money or losing money? So therefore, is your profits increasing or decreasing? Decrease, okay? All right. All you guys take it, when I call on you, take a second to think. Like, you don't have to just rapid fire it in. All right, now, Christian, are we here now, after the MC shift? Are we in the short or long run? And how do you know that? Because we're losing money. John, if we're losing money, a firm's gonna enter or exit.
Exit.
They're gonna exit. How am I gonna show that they're gonna exit?
You're gonna. I guess you.
If they're gonna exit, John, are we gonna have more or less supply?
Less
All right, where do I show that? How?
on the industry graph, you shift the supply to the left.
Okay, I'm gonna shift supply to the left, like you said. So that'd be S2. So that gives me a new P. MR 2D 2 AOP. Okay. All right, now. In the long run, did price change? There's a did price change? Yeah, it went from whatever to this price over here. Price went up. Okay, now in the long run, quantity now increases in the firm, but decreases in the industry. Okay? So you got to be alert. Put your hand up or you're stretching. So sorry.
I was thinking, I ran up.
Cut.
What was the point of shifting the marginal cost to the left? Was that just?
Excise tax.
Okay.
Excise tax on the firm.
Okay.
How do you know where to shift it?
Oh, you know it has to go up, right?
Yeah.
You also know that MC has to cross ATC at its lowest.
Okay.
So
Teddy,
when this is losing money, you're
yes.
producing less but selling more.
What do you mean?
The quantity in the industry went down.
Yeah.
But the.
No, hold it. When you're losing money, quantity also in the firm went down, right? Because you shifted left, right?
And so then when sellers left.
Then sellers left. So each firm had to produce more. Even though the industry's producing less, there's less firms, so every firm had to take on more. Okay?
If the tax affects consumers, would you start in the industry and move them in?
If it's an industry tax, yeah, if it's a tax on the industry. Usually though, because they want you to manipulate the marginal cost, it's a tax on the firm.
So why doesn't like?
What do you mean? It does. Right here.
That's the old.
Okay. I'll take a blunder. It probably should have been more like that. You're right. Good. We need blunders because we're not getting to our goal. Okay? We good? All right. Now let me erase. What would happen if there was a lump sum tax? So what is a lump sum? That means $100,000 tax on the firm at the end of the year.
Wouldn't they like produce less just so that they would be right under that?
What would shift though?
Supply.
Well, it's on the firm. It's not in the industry, it's on the firm. So is it affecting a per unit? No. All right, so we're not gonna shift to MC. So what are we gonna shift?
MC.
Not MC,
Or ATC.
ATC. And we're gonna shift it up, right? Is there any change to price or quantity in the short run?
Yeah. Alright.
Look at the graph. Is MC equal MR? Did that change?
No.
So the price and the quantity. So for a lump sum, the price and the quantity stay the same in the short run. Right? In the long run, you're gonna go back to zero economic profit.
Is this, so a lump sum tax for expectation?
It's like a change in fixed cost. All right, because what happens is they just fire out a $50,000 tax to every firm, no matter how much they make or produce. Okay. All right, we'll look more at that. Any other questions? All right. I think we'll do a little boards. If you don't have your boards still out. All right, tomorrow, the chapter 15 questions, I keep putting notes down, but questions are due. I've looked at them. You should be able to do all the questions. If you can't, there'll be a chance to go over it in class. I'll do a review Wednesday at 7:45 for the quiz on Thursday. Practice quiz is posted, breakdown of the quiz is posted, and I'll do a review for the quiz Thursday morning. Okay. All right. So what I want to try to get done today is efficiencies in monopoly, consumer and producer surplus in monopoly, and we'll talk more about natural monopolies. All right. All right. Is this in your notes by any chance? No?
Yes.
No? All right, take a minute, put on your boards, the total revenue, total cost. All right, profit and loss per unit. An ATC card, but they're not gonna trick you though. Teddy, they might get.
Forgot the I and identify. That. I think it's under.
I don't take spelling blunders, but it's tentify. Huh? That's your new chief cost. Yeah, he's gone, he's gone. He moved. Okay. Russ, we fixed that.
That's it.
I've been here for like a month, you guys are just realizing it. All right. Oh, there it is.
They would shut down in a week.
What, it's not always,
If the firm shuts down, they start to pay along something.
if a firm shuts down, no, because they're getting out before that occurs.
When they shut down,
Oh, if they shut down,
like if they weren't able to work with, because that could affect space.
yeah, that would affect. Or they would, yeah, they'd have to take that. All right, you guys, me walking around, and everyone seemed pretty good here. Who's got total revenue? Trev.
54.
Alright, IONC equals MR up to 9 times 6, 54. Good job. You're able to do that without a calculator too, right? Nice. There's your total revenue box. Why am I doing this, Christian? Sometimes I ask you to shade in the total revenue box. I don't know why. All right, from Jacob G, total cost.
36.
All right, a different type of total cost line, right? MC equals MR. I take it down to the ATC. He went 6 and 6. 36. All right. Now, here is your profit box, right? MC equals MR to the ATC. There's your profit box. And by the way, the per unit, 9 minus 6 would give you 3. 3 times 6 gives you 18. And you're there. Okay. Any questions on this?
Wait,
Go.
sure the profit, like how you got 18.
Yeah. Well, first you go 54 minus 36, right?
Oh,
Alright, but graphically, what I did is I went 9 minus, like 9 is the price, 6 is the cost. That gives me $3 per unit, and I'm making 6 units is 18. Okay? Running you out of hand. Cross,
When would the ATC ever be like that, like, in like, business situation?
I mean, when marginal cost equals average total cost, it comes like that, which is, it's a weird one, but you guys really did a good job, like, doing it. All right, here we go. Let's do these individually. Which of the following is most likely to occur if the firm increases production beyond 10 units? All right, and then, God bless you. They're saying, what would happen if the firm produces 11, 12, 13 units? Go. Give you a minute. Yes, sir. Yeah, sure. Maybe another like 30 seconds. All right, let's see what we got. All right, I got some Caroline. Looks like all Caroline. Pretty good. I thought this was a tough one, but. All right, here's kind of what I do on this. I put like 11 here. That's more than 10. I take the line straight up. All right, the price is lower. There it is. And by the way, we would be making profit, so things would be okay. Consumers would be willing, no, I know that's wrong, man. The firm would experience a loss. No, price would be above ATC, so we're making money. The firm's average cost of production would initially increase. No, actually, the firm's it would decrease, and the firm's profits would increase. That's not true because you'd be like down here somewhere, you'd be closer to the ATC. So you guys did a good job on that C. All right, let's do 54. The economic profit of the profit maximizing monopolist is given by the area. Okay. Just 54. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Another 20 seconds. All right. I got So Caroline, some dogwoods, you're not sure, Trev?
No.
Greg, you're not sure? Okay, Caroline and dogwood. All right. Greg, what would the price be? Yeah, MC equals, right? R, right? MC equals F. Alright, so if the prices are, you know this is your profit maximizing line. So you take this down to the ATC and across. So that's your box, ILUR, what is that? Does that C? Okay, Trev, does that make sense to you?
No, I didn't know the box, I just couldn't find the letters.
Okay. Okay. All right, 55. Little tough one, I think. If this was a perfectly competitive industry with the same cost as shown on the graph, the equilibrium price and output would be which of the following? Okay, you got to think a little here. Right. All right, what do we got? I got dogwood, Caroline alpha, Caroline broccoli, dogwood. All right. Okay. If this was a Jacob Hubbard, if this was a perfectly competitive industry, what does the graph look like? Industry graph, perfect competition. Yes, you do. Side by side graph, perfect competition, industry.
Industry or just divided that?
Yeah. Why do you lie to me and say I don't know? All right. So where is the supply curve here? All right, so a marginal cost versus demand is here, right? So it would be OT as the price, Q3 as the quantity. All right, now they love asking this. And they like asking it in a different way, and maybe it'll be on one of the next questions. What happened is price higher or lower in perfect competition than a monopoly? Lower, right? I mean, R to T. Is quantity greater or less in perfect competition? Greater. All right. So they like asking those questions. You just look at the graph. You don't have to memorize it. You just look at the graph. Okay. All right. Let's do 23, which is this one. Which of the following statements is true for a perfectly competitive firm, but not true for a monopoly? Okay. Okay. Try to get something on your boards. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. I've got some alpha, some broccoli, some Ellens. Alpha, broccoli, and Ellen. All right. Alpha person. The firm's price. What is demand in a monopoly? What do we call it? Darn! Demand equals average revenue equals price. So they're the same. So A is not right because it's true in both. The firm cannot affect the market price for its good. Is that true in perfect competition?
Yes.
Yeah, they're price takers. Is that true in monopoly?
No.
No. So you got B as in broccoli looks right. The firm must hold it for the Ellen people. The firm must lower its price in order to sell more. What happens in perfect competition if you lower your price? What do you sell? How many? At the same amount. You sell 0. Because if Jacob raises his price, I'm going to go to any one of you and buy it at a lower price. Okay. We good? Yes, sir.
So first be competitive are price takers, and what is the monopoly?
Price maker. If a perfectly competitive industry will monopolize. All right, so we went from perfect competition to a monopoly without any change in cost. The price and quantity produced would change in which of the following ways? I asked you this in reverse before. Sounds like we're playing Disney movies next door. Huh? Is that Disney movies?
Oh,
All right,
this is Egypt, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Is it a Disney movie? Why would we be playing?
Moses.
Moses. Yeah. All right, boards, please. I've got C's, B's, A's, but the A not feeling good about himself. All right. All right. Let's just go back. If a perfectly competitive would be here, right? So if it becomes a monopoly, what happens to price? Increase. What happens to quantity? Decreases, right? It goes from Q3 to Q1. So the answer then is B. Okay, guys, by the way, don't memorize. Just graph. I would draw the monopoly graph and look at it. Okay, all right. Board, we could put the boards away and we could look on monopolies. Do the practice questions helpful?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Are monopolies efficient? That's what we're gonna have to look at. They're inefficient for a couple of, one, they charge a higher price. Two, they underproduce, right? We looked at perfect competition. Perfect competition, lower price produces more. So they're not allocatively, and they produce at higher cost. So they're not productive. So monopolies are not allocatively or productively efficient. Okay? Is there a space for that somewhere on this beautiful thing? Yeah, you could skip the draw monopoly losing money probably. Yeah, it's allocated. Yeah, there's a whole beautiful space. Okay. Let me just show you the graph. That's perfect competition. Notice no deadweight loss, both productively and allocatively efficient. Okay. Now,
Can you go back to class?
wait, you want all that, all my jargon?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Guys good? All right, so there's the monopoly, above price. Now. I'm gonna draw the monopoly graph, right? I took the cost curves out, like the ATC and the ABC, to just make it easier for you to see. All right. What's the rule on consumer surplus graphically? Above what? You're right. Above the price and below. Okay, so if I look at above the price and below demand, here is my consumer surplus, right? What is producer surplus, Sam? What's the graphic rule? Not below MC. Below the price, above supply. So this is all going to be producer surplus. What's this triangle? Dead weight loss. Now, why do we have dead weight loss? Because at perfect competition, we'd be producing at this price. But because we're producing higher, we're driving some people out of the marketplace.
I thought you produced low, you don't produce low.
No, you don't. Because the higher price drove some people out of the marketplace.
That mean monopolies have way more producer surplus than their competition.
Yeah, because they could drive that price higher, right? Okay, so if you look at it, it's like that. And if I just put it here, there you are. So anytime you have dead weight loss, you're inefficient. So monopolies are not efficient. Okay. Now, if I put an ATC and say this is making money. Okay, are we producing at the lowest ATC? No, here's the profit maximizer, right? We're not producing there, we're producing here. Are we producing where MC crosses demand? Allocative? No, okay? And this would be productive. So you're not productive or allocative efficiency in monopolies. And that's why you have dead weight loss, and that's why you're inefficient. Okay? Any questions?
So a change in supply could sort of monopoly in the current company.
It wouldn't be a change in supply. It would have to be something that drove, like a subsidy that drove the price down there. Anything else? All right, take a minute, write down comments, questions that you'd want on your slip, write down your rating and put them in the box, and have a great day. We should be able to finish up most of the monopolies tomorrow, maybe give us a little time to review monopolies on Wednesday.